Hello and welcome back. So, a bit happier with that last couple of runs, even if we didn't get very far. I think that is probably what I'm going to continue doing and seeing how much we can stretch the length of our survivability from a fairly, or what I would expect to be a fairly hot start. Simply grab something quickly that is of use in a confined or relatively confined space as to where we've dropped, and then go looking for others rather than continuing to loot. Maybe if I can try and get my head around that one, we might get a little bit better, as hunting tends to be better than being hunted while you're trying to grab odds and ends. Now, we do have a hell of a lot of people here. So I'm not going to be able to get to that roof, am I? I don't want this roof, I wanted that roof, but this building will do, because I just want to drop slightly away from the others, so I've got that little fraction of time to grab the item. Now the door's open, it didn't catch. Was that a noise, or was that me reloading? That was me. Just reload that one as well, and we'll go upstairs while we're doing that. I know there's more possibly downstairs, but I want to reload before having anyone else show up on us. I meant to pick the ammo up. Now that we don't have the rifle, we're finding all the bloody ammo for 5.56 that we had none of, even if we didn't end up running out, admittedly. Right. We keep going around the outside slightly, I think, because we still have or do we? That's really open. Oh, shit. Yeah, not the range. Should have swapped to the pistol. Okay. Simple. Unfortunate, but that's what we got out of that building. Some coffee now. Right. Have another go. As soon as it will play along anyway. But yeah, I think we're going to try that one. Let's hope. That's also one of the main reasons just there why I prefer the submachine guns to the shotguns. Yes, a shotgun as you go through a door gives you the best chance in that situation. However, just the likelihood of that actually being what's going on with your... There we are. With your time is just so unlikely compared to even that, just the fraction more range. You can hit them, you just do not do the damage because it spreads and you don't hit them with enough of that shotgun shell. But admittedly, as I said, pistol may have been better there. Quick swap. He was hitting the deck, so did realistically have other options than just wailing away with a shotgun, as results were pretty predictable there. But still happier than some of the others where we've just been splattered from one side. Ooh, maybe a similar approach to the previous episode, the one of those ones where we dropped to one side of the main base. Might go above this time, near the bridge, see how late the drop enables. How many people are jumping? Quite a few, so I think we will. Or do we just go the other side? I'm just going to go the other side. Gonna go straight down, get that speed up. See one person going left, but looks like it's far left. Someone else a bit closer of an angle, but whether they are going too far now. Just the only problem with dropping quickly for a quick release, and I wasn't paying quite enough attention because we're going to hit the water now. Let's hook around and stick on the island. Yeah, was not paying attention. Not impressive. I wanted to be the other side of the bit of water. There's someone on that house just there. Let's go down. I wanted to drop on that set of houses just so we had the possibility of dropping in front of the bridge for people coming over. And I got hooked up on checking where we were going rather than pulling up slightly out of that dive. Right. Okay, plan B. Hope no one else came in. Didn't see anyone. They looked like they were going to the other set of buildings over there. And we are still picking up a little bit of occasional lag there. But look, not getting any words on that one, and some of the doors are just jumping slightly. Pistol. Better than nothing, but... And I think it's just something silly, like half of my kills so far on this, I think I've recorded. It's probably not quite that bad, hope it's not quite that bad. But a ridiculous amount of them have been with pistols early on, as we then get poor engagement, or my aim is to pour for the engagement a little bit later. Oh, it's an SMG one this time. Better than a pistol suppressor. However, we don't have an SMG, so for the moment it is completely useless. That's that one and this one. Was that this one? I've already done this one. I've already done this one. I just shut the door and was a good boy. Right. Now, just coming out with a pistol doesn't make me warm and fuzzy inside, shall we say that. Now, we know someone's to my left. In that set that just there. Now I didn't also actually see any boats. The bridge is a little way away. We might run and see what it's like over there. Yes, cocking up that drop. Oh, there is a boat. I am lying. However, I saw someone go across as we land. There's two boats and everything. I'm just blind. Flat out blind. Right. I did see someone go into that what looked like the largest of the houses directly ahead of me over there, so I'm not going to go straight across. I'm going to go round to one side and then in, as I would expect they have slightly better equipment than a pistol, really. Don't want to get in, don't want to get in, want to drive. Let's go. So we're going to go this way first. What's that? Distant shots, maybe. I've only heard a couple of little... another cough. A couple of little noises, but nothing too bad. So yeah, go around the rocks, come up on the beach, around the side slightly. How far is this circle? Ooh, it's a long way. The other option is now the plane would have gone close enough for that to have been in drop range. But yeah, no. Gonna come over here and then work our way in if we don't get found anyway before we find some better equipment. Try on the next set of bluffs as well, doesn't it? Yeah, around that one as well. You know, just a nice day's. Yeah, it's pleasant. Sun's out. Faint hint of cloud to keep it slightly cool, just so you don't burn. Just pleasant drive in your boat. We'll ignore all the people trying to kill us. That doesn't exist. So how far over do we want to go? These two, yeah, these two I think, so quite early. A bit of a slide in there. Now we might still have people. It's only a bit of a run or shoot over from there, from where the plane passed. So depending on what kind of people we had in with us, they may very well have either dropped all over to these areas or come back or through it, as it is still within circles. So we do need to be cautious, as we have an amazing amount of firepower under our disposal at the moment. However, I can't see any doors anywhere. Can we go? Yes, we can. So, possibly. Okay, we've got shut doors, and as much as people may well do the exterior ones, don't tend to find too many who will also do the interior. Oh, we got vector, like that gun. That sounds like unpleasant. So just add one of those on there. Fun times. Right. There's a person. Wonderful. I was not expecting that. With the amount of stuff still around downstairs, I was not expecting someone in there. I was not going upstairs properly. Oh well, he's got a nice vector for him. Got a few attachments on that. Oh dear me. Yeah. Well, really was expecting no one to be there with so much still on that ground floor. So either maybe he heard or saw us and decided to just set a trap, or he'd already got enough other gear and wasn't interested, and was just waiting inside circle for some unattentive idiot to run up the stairs without looking and assume that a full downstairs would then mean no one home. Can't think it would do that. Right, so we'll do another one. Not happy with that last one. That happens quite a lot, I think. I'm used to doing a fair bit better, I will quite happily admit. And yeah, not been happening when I'm also needing to talk. It's an excuse, but it's the one I'm going for. Right. A little bit of jumping just to keep active and bored. This is one thing that I would like to be a little bit more obvious, though, is, yeah, I didn't really get to show you the hitting stuff. It feels like you should connect a bit more frequently than you do with some of the animations for punches or the melee weapons. Right, and onto this actual run. So we're waiting there, so let people go. I'm going to wait a little while this time, I think. I don't like those initial spaces. I want to stay in the main. I might go into town again, to be quite honest. Yep. See what we can do. I like the fields around for bug out potential if we find some good ranged equipment early, and on top of that, there's a respectable amount of cover early in amongst the. Now, are you going to? Where are you going? I don't know where you're going. Go to this one and then in, because it would appear we're going to get that as an option. See where you're going. There are people ahead of us. I just want to know where. Yeah, you look like you're going further in. Lots of people going into town proper. Doesn't look like it. There's people in the fields. Good for you people in the fields there. Beforehand. So, quick weapon. Come on, stop with the... grenade doesn't count as quick weapon, not just yet. Neither does all this. Right now I need a gun, not the peripherals. It's about the only time I will take no peripherals while looking for a gun at the very start. That's a weapon. Right, now we'll go back through, grab some of those bits. Right, what do we want? whatever the bits. I had a small scope on one of these bits. There's only some stuff, fairly basic. There it is. It's only a sight, I know, but it is something. Right, so we've had someone go straight past. Spray and play, I think that counts as. Take those two. Take a hat. I will also take, might as well take both as we have it for the moment. Yep. Get out. Ooh, we've got some distance to go. Yeah, no, that was more spray and pray rather than effective firing there. I think it might just stop in these bushes to utilize our stuff, sort things out. So you can go on there, you can go on there. Quick, I'm going to put on the M16 for the moment because that's going to be our shorter range. One, take you back down to single because we're going to use you for range. Put you onto auto. Have a look around. Swap back to the first. Now, I don't really want to maintain both of these. There was a stock in there, I know, for the 4, but that was noisy. And I would prefer circling around towards the circle a bit earlier right now. We've got some passable weapons, they just need some attachments to go with them. Saying that, I know the stock, yes, makes the M4 quite noticeably better, but I'm good. Maybe not actually, let's pick that up in case. Let's get going. Where are we? Are we on the interesting circle? Right, where to go, where to go, where to go? Are we just going to take a run for it for the moment? I think we are. We had a lot of people drop. We don't have a huge amount of ammo. I need to stop and some point, grab some cover, stop and pop a boost as well, actually. Let's get up. It's not a good enough one. That one might be. Recover some of that health. While we run along. That was a pop, bit of distance, didn't hear anything else to it. There's a few there, so a couple people in the distance somewhere. Now there was a lot of people from there, and with the direction we're going, there was going to be a lot of people running along behind us at some point once they stop gathering and start going. So don't necessarily want to stop any point. The only thing I'm considering is going towards some of the buildings and having a bit of a loot break. Try and find some more stuff. There is a jeep. Do we try that? My only concern is they're going to be potential for popular run-in point from people coming along the road or coming from that village, so behind us. So may not be the best of ideas, but at the same time I need more stuff. Further ones we've got over the scar, what I'm looking for is not having 2 5.56s really. Now, this So if anyone's here, I would think they've not gone through every building. They are just holding up in one of those two larger ones. Because that was a full ammo assault rifle. 2 full ammo assault rifles. Maybe we will keep hold. Was that a movement or was that? Can't tell if someone's been sneaky upstairs. Again. Or if I'm just being paranoid. AKs? A deal. Not doing well with this accuracy malark, are we? I think that's it. I think we bug. I'm still not comfortable with the noises I'm getting out of that place. And I need a little space and time to heal up there. But, okay, we need to work on our accuracy. Right, what's the best stuff? Okay. First aid and boost. Because that was just all over the place. Okay, so where shall we move on to? Did I put those scopes on? No, I haven't. Right. Move these over, swap them bits around. So we've got no suppressor, but we have some potential with shooting, as we've got the flash hider, which at least prevents the visible impact. All I'm considering now is there are going to be a lot more people coming, I would have expected anyway, from either down that road or coming over this hill. So the potential for jumping someone as they come past, we're in the circle. How likely, is it that we're going to be down here rather than up here? I find that's quite likely, in fact. Right. Vehicle, not fussed about the vehicle. We're taking people who are close. Another vehicle, again. Same point. Not concerned about taking pop shots. If we had a suppressor and I was a bit more comfortable with range, then maybe so. But for a solo, not being noticed is... Where are you? Oh, that, however... Okay, so someone... Oh, are you killing your vehicle? Are you going to stop? There you are. My only concern with this bit is someone coming up from the side rather than this person themselves. Hit him again. It's useful. Keep an eye out on our sides and just wonder if they've noticed where we are or not. They're likely got a bit of time to heal up now. I don't see anyone just yet behind us. We're hurting him, we're just not killing him. And we need a move now. with a bit of distance. We might take the time to come over and down if this little exchange goes quick enough. We've got a few minutes. He's going to run out of healing at some point. I can't actually hit the headshot there, so he's going to be dropping a little bit. My distancing's off. There are other people shooting also. My only concern is if he tries to wait me out. Because we have a bit of a distance to go just yet. I think by now he's got to at least have the angle of where we are. And he will stay behind it. He's not even peeking now. There's still someone else coming in through the blue there to our left. Oh, did that dude kill the guy we were shooting at? I think he did. That's mean of them, stealing our kill. We got... Ooh, that's interesting. Now we know there was someone in the blue to our left. I've not seen where exactly they've come out. And we know there is a different person potentially behind this shed. There you are. How many bloody shots does it take to kill someone with this gun? Because I thought, well, at least one of those was actually reasonable. Tra-la-la, we're down to like 30 odd seconds as well, and I'm still concerned about the person to our left. There's someone in the blue. Quite late. And we're going to have to make a run soon. He definitely knows what direction we're from. Right, which direction exactly do we want to go? We could just run along the beach pretty much. I think we are going to have to go near enough now. Because that's coming. I mean, I should have taken a moment there to pop a boost before going. Because we are going to come into conflict here at some point. I don't think the tree's far enough. I think we need to go for that tree. Are we getting shot at, or are people shooting at each other? We are getting shot at. Yep. Well. A little bit of target practice at least. But I would have hoped to have killed them. With the amount of shots that we managed to put out and hit, I would have thought we'd have done more damage than that. That is quite irritating. I have to have a bit of a work at zeroing, I think, because I must have been off as I left it as standard. I thought we were a bit closer. Oh well.